Smooth network is a very important thing, and we basically cannot do anything without it today. No matter for an individual home or public space, which we rely on to do everything without an electric device. Unfortunately, network experience is a very complicated stuff. If the network experience in-house isn't great, it's hard to find out the reason and have no idea how to make it better. Generally, I would start troubleshooting with my router. After all, most of our routers haven't got upgraded in years since they were set up. But recently, we got rid of the old dusty routers and replaced them with the Reyee E5 Wi-Fi 6 router mesh solution. It's an 8-antenna flagship router with strong signals with an easy mesh solution, which would also be an option for your places. Let's check out what's in the package. Apart from the router and the power adapter, there's a network cable included, and of course, the user manual and a warranty card. Meanwhile, to cover the whole studio and guarantee the stable network, we also got one of the brand's mesh repeaters, the Reyee Rex12, as our second router. This Reyee E5 router applies a pretty minimalist design, not as fancy as some of the gaming routers out there. I mean, it actually looks good and also easily fit on a desk as a deco, no matter what your desktop style is. As you can see, the 8 antennas are prominent as they are one of the selling points. The E5 router is a cost-effective yet high-performing 3000M level router, standing out as the only dual-band 4x4 high-end router in its price range. Even some other pricey routers would not offer the hardware with so many antennas. These antennas can be folded to avoid being damaged in transport, which is good. They guarantee the strength of signals and ensure that it can cover every part of the house. It supports up to 128 device connection with 8 front-end modules to ensure a good network experience even across 2 walls. The network improvements brought by the more antenna is very straightforward, which generally provide 40% to 50% better coverage than the other standard AX3000 2x2 routers. And after a long period of running, it also did a good job of temperature control. Well, we will do a signal and speed test later so you can see how powerful they are. As a flagship router, there must be sufficient interfaces. The Reyee E5 has 4 LAN ports and 1 WAN port, all of which are support gigabit level transmission. The multiple LAN ports mean you can use it as a switch, and 4 devices connected to the router at the same time can meet the needs of most households. It can be set up with 6 SSIDs, which is convenient for you to manage different kinds of devices. Some people may still not be satisfied with the 4 LAN ports, or they need greater Wi-Fi coverage. Reyee also has a solution for them too. The solution is very simple. You can buy 2 or even more with the Reyee Easy Mesh. 2 E5s can cover a wider space with the wireless mesh, allowing you to get rid of the wires and easily achieve fast internet access anywhere. If you don't need that many network parts, try to buy their repeaters, which will be a more affordable option. So here the Rex12 Wi-Fi extender can fix the problem, which also supports dual band and handles a stable network of up to 1200 Mbps. Although it only has 2 front-end modules, it can be used with other brands of routers and does not necessarily require a Reyee router, so we bought it separately without hesitation. Next, I can show you the actual experience with them. I'm standing next to the router, and of course the signal now is excellent. Let's start with the first internet speed test. The speed now is 91 Mbps. Now let's move away from the router and see how far it covers. Okay, now we are in the emergency evacuation route of the office. Now there's a wall between our location and the router, and this wall is at least 20 centimeters thick. And let's test the speed again. Now the speed is 91 Mbps. We can see that the speed is almost the same as in the office, so it seems that the wall can't block the signal. Now we are down 2 floors. There are at least 2 layers of floors with a wall between the router and us, and we're about 30 meters away from the router in a straight line. Let's do the speed test again. As you can see, there's a drop in speed, but it's still 90% of the original speed. Then we also tested 5G signals apart from 2.4G, and this performance arguably exceeded our expectations. But this is not the limit. When we use the Rex12 Wi-Fi extender, the signal coverage can be even greater. We came to another location for 15 meters away, where it's 45 meters away from the router and a few more walls. At this time, it was no longer possible to use the Wi-Fi properly. I asked my colleague to plug in the Rex12 now and test the speed again. It's 70 Mbps. Now I can use Wi-Fi again normally. No, not at the fast speed. You can still watch online videos normally. So no matter how big the space you need Wi-Fi coverage for, installing a few more Wi-Fi extender can solve the problem easily. Managing the EFI router in Rex12 requires only one device to log into the management webpage. Basic features are available here, such as network check and schedule the reboot. The EFI router, like most routers, can be controlled via the app. All the features here are the same as what we have on the page. In the app, you can check more detail and setups easily. Here, it's really convenient to check out all the users online and add a limitation for any of them. Meanwhile, you can set up customized scenarios and turn it as a part of your smart home, such as adding a parental control and activating the health mode for kids. The Reyee EFI is a great router. The Rex12 is also a good Wi-Fi extender. Their advantages are obvious. The signal coverage is super wide, stable, and strong. After just testing, even with the walls in the way, they can get the signal to cover a distance of 3 floors. Plus, they are easy to set up and can be done easily without a manual, so I have no reason not to recommend it. You can click the link down below to learn more about the whole solution. So that's it. Hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. I'm Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.